So after that we prepare a partner's capital account. In this we are preparing a partner's capital account. And the partner's capital is prepared. While the partner's capital is prepared to know the correct capital balances of the partners at the time of the admission of a new partner. So while we are preparing a partner's capital account, this is the format of the partner's capital account. Debit, partners, particulars, X, Y capital, Z capital at the debit side, particulars at the credit side, X capital, Y capital, and the Z capital. So first of it start by balance brought down. This is a capital account, and the balance of the capital account is taken from the balance sheet, in which the balance of the capital of the X and Y is given. 2,50,000 is the balance of the X capital, and 1,50,000 is the balance of the Y capital. So this is shown at the credit side. And reserve fund is distributed to the partners capital account in their old profit sharing ratio. So 15,000 is distributed in their old profit sharing ratio 3:2, 9,000 and 6,000. Before that, we have prepared a revaluation account, and the profit of the revaluation account is transferred to the partners capital account. When there is a profit, it can be transferred to the credit side of the partners capital account by revaluation profit 9,000 and 6,000. And the second point is used there. He has to introduce 2 lakh as capital. While 2 lakh capital is introduced, so in the Z capital by cash, and 2 lakh is shown at a credit side of the capital account, because the new partner Z is bring as their capital in cash 2 lakh. The next point, goodwill. New partner also bring his share of goodwill. So in the first point, we calculate the value of firm goodwill. The value of firm goodwill is 8,000 we calculate, and this 8,000 is distributed between old partners in their sacrificing ratio 3:2. But this is old ratio itself is a sacrificing ratio, because no other information regarding the taking the Z share. So the sacrificing ratio is 3/5 and 2/5. 5 8 is a 40, 8 3 is a 5. Z will withdrawn X and Y in the cash goodwill. So goodwill premium is distributed 4,800 and 3,200. This 8,000 is distributed. And after that we transfer the, and the in this there is a 1 point C 6 point, the goodwill and the bad debts. So yeah, and the 4th point, it is further agreed that Y shall introduce additional capital 40,000. So by cash in the Z capital account is also Y capital account is also credited with the new cash bought by the Y by cash 40,000. After that, we are distributing the items which are shown at the balance sheet. When goodwill is existing in the books, at the asset side, the goodwill is shown 10,000. So this is debited in the partners capital account between the old partners in their old profit sharing ratio, that is 3:2. So the goodwill is distributed 6,000 and 4,000. And half of the goodwill is withdrawn in the third point. In the second point, goodwill in cash, goodwill bought by Z shall be withdrawn by X and Y. So good distribution of goodwill is 4,800 and 3,200. The half of the goodwill is withdrawn. So the half, not the full amount of goodwill is withdrawn. So the goodwill is withdrawn in 2 cash, 4,800 and 3,200. So the total value which is bought by the new partner as a premium for goodwill is withdrawn by the old partners. So old partners capital account debited to goodwill as in a cash. So old partners capital account debited to cash, the whole goodwill is withdrawn by the old partners in their ratio distributed. So after that we are balancing the partners capital account. Total of the X capital account is 2,72,800. That is subtracted by 10,800 and the balance is 2,000. 2,62,000. Like the same, the total of the Y capital account is 2,05,200. Subtracted from 7,200, the balance is 1,98,000. And the Jets capital account total is as same as 2 lakh and 2 lakh. This balance of the partner's capital account is transferred to the balance sheet